with that being said, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
You look good.
Yeah.
Good. Don't worry, guys. Let's introduce ourselves. Behind me, we have a very handsome man, a very charming man.
Which
and
one?
If I must say so, a very sexy man. That is our captain, Captain David. Everyone, Captain David. There he is. So handsome, he has to look back. Yeah? He's so handsome. And he's also married, so forget about it. Yeah? Forget about it, man. You're thinking maybe. Almost as handsome and charming as your captain is your tour guide, Tony.
Okay.
Thank you. We are going to go through a lot of different things through our lives here. And these bridges are not made out of gummy bears. These bridges are made out of stone or unforgiven steel. So when you see the bridge and you're standing up, sit down. Be careful, man. Here comes the bridge. Kommer broen, den er farlig. Så det er. Alright guys, good job. Er der nogle danskere på det skib, som har på dans, så ræk hånden op. Alright. Godt. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
That's the spirit. On your right side, we have my parents. Again, David. And yes, Dad. Yes.
Hello.
He's very proud of me. So, my career choices in life. So here we have our natural disaster. This used to be the stock exchange, the city symbol of Copenhagen. But now inside that tent, it is in complete and utter ruins. Just like my love life. And to make matters worse, we had a 400 years anniversary coming up in October, but as you heard, it burned down last year in April. The police has been busy ever since trying to investigate why it actually burned down, and they finally came to a conclusion after months and months of investigation, and that conclusion was, we don't know. That's right, man, we don't know. That's the conclusion. That's the conclusion. So if you have some investigators from America or Canada, bring them over, yeah? We're desperate. On your left side, we have the National Bank from 1978, made by our famous furniture designer Arne Jacobsen. A lot of people believe since this is our national bank, this is where we store all our gold, but actually most of our gold is stored in the Bank of England and in the United States. So thank you. Give it back.
Yeah, why? How come?
I'm coming to them, I'm coming to them.
Oh.
Yeah. Patient American. Canadian. Tomato, tomato. So basically, here comes the bridge. The reason why we took the gold out was because of World War II. We were terrified that we would get invaded, which we did in 1940. But a year before that, we smuggled the gold out in the middle of the night. That's true. In the middle of the night on trains to Sweden and Norway, and from there on by boat to New York. Then the war ended, the gold came back, then the Cold War started, and once again we had to ship the gold out to the Bank of England. Over 5,000 gold bars is now stored in the Bank of England. Yeah. That's why we still keep in good contact with the British. On your right side, we have this very long white building with a red rooftop that is Eiffel Warehouse. The reason why it is so beautiful with these tiny windows is because if you look behind you, we have the Parliament. Well, the king used to live there. And when the king used to live there, he would often go out on the tower and look out. And he would tell all the city planners, when I look outside my beautiful castle, everything around me must be amazing and gorgeous. That's why it's so beautiful on this side. But as soon as you go onto the other side of the building, well, it looks like a prison. also known as the peasant side. And the sun is out again. Yeah, there's a chain on this cord, so I can't go all the way down there. They don't want me to run wild. We're just waiting for something exciting to appear. At the moment, nothing. Yeah, no, it's all right down there. But patient, patient. I know you can't want to skip your breakfast and go straight to the dessert. Canadians, you know?
No, I'm American.
Also Americans. You're a team, apparently. Coming up, guys, we have the Inner Harbor Bridge. Also, is this too loud? Sorry. Coming up here. Yeah. Some of my colleagues. Be loud, yeah. So here we have the Inner Harbor Bridge, also known as the Kissing Bridge by locals. Ooh la la, ooh la la. Because it's not like a drawbridge that goes up and down. In fact, it goes from side to side. And when it comes back, it looks like two people about to make a kiss. That's right. Isn't that romantic, guys? But it's only the right side that actually functions. So I guess it's a non-consensual bridge. Here we have on your left side Nyhavn or New Harbor. It was built in the 1670s by King Christian V, who wanted to partake in the Baltic Sea trade, and by building this long channel he could ensure that all the sailors would come all the way in here to unload their goods, but also to stay here for a while, because they were also building hostels, bars, hotels, brothels to make sure that the sailor was actually stay longer and spend more money. 350 years ago, they didn't have modern equipment like we do today, so we had to use shovels and wheelbarrows. Back then, when work was work, and that's just a man standing here with a microphone. Right? Also coming up on your right side, we have the Paper Island. This is a man-made island. It is 300 years old. Man-made, this island, by a man called Captain Muchman, who was a captain in the 1600s. Unfortunately, he went bankrupt, and then the military took over this island and stored ammunition and cannonballs. Fast forward today, as you now can see, they're now building some of the most expensive apartments here in Copenhagen. Some of these apartments, hold on guys, they cost all the way up as much as 5 million euros.
Wow.
So if you do happen to have 1 or 2 or 5 million euros, please call me. I love you. Too soon? Gotta do what you gotta do, right? Yeah, that's the upper house. We'll get back to it. There's no FOMO here, guys. Yeah, no fear of missing out. Behind me, guys, we have probably one of the best bakeries in town. One of the best bakeries in town, known as Hart Bakery, H-A-R-T. Has anyone of you tried it? Yeah, how was it? It's too sweet for you? You're too salty, sir. In your remarks. That is one of the best bakeries in town. If you manage to find it, go in there and ask for something called a cardamom croissant. Cardamom croissant costs around 42 kroners. And when you have a taste of this delicious pastry, you will simply step outside the bakery, and then you will burn your passport and go back in and declare for asylum. It is that good. I believe the secret ingredients is crystal meth. Here comes the bridge. What's up? Alright. Too sweet. I'm gonna remember that, sir. I'm gonna call the authorities and have a talk. Yeah? So, guys, this is Holmen. This used to be an old Navy station from 1619 to 1993. So this is where they used to store large battleships in the 1700s. So imagine these battleships were made out of wood, and they would store them out in the corner of Copenhagen here. So in case they would caught fire, these ships, well, the fire would not be spread around Copenhagen. Because as you probably heard, we had some horrendous fires in the 1700s that almost burned half of Copenhagen down. 1728, 1795. Now the Navy has left, as you can see, they left in the 1990s, and now this has become a busy, well, construction site in this Holmen, where they're building busy commercial buildings and expensive apartments around us. And as we go through this channel, this is in fact also a quiet zone for me, so I have to be a bit quiet here because they're busy counting their money. So, shh. Oh, you can talk. Any questions here in this neighborhood? Yeah, this is quiet zone. Because people living right here. And I have a very loud voice. If you haven't noticed, not at all. My voice can go through concrete. If you haven't noticed. I can wake people up. You don't know me that much. Yeah, good alarm clocks. There's still other civilians here. Keep an eye on you. Any questions about Copenhagen history, guys? Any questions? You had a question? We got a critic, guys. We got a critic. Never.
She's been so excited about this all
I
morning.
can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, we still got 4 hours to go.
4 hours?
Yeah, that's all. Nothing. Gotta be quick, man.
Oh, never mind.
Ask me later. Yeah, so soon. Guys, before I forget, because we're moving here. So on your left side, we have this very long gray building known as the Torpedo Hall from 1954. And this is where the Navy used to repair torpedo boats and minesweepers. Yeah? Let's get connected. Yeah, we can't talk here apparently because we got some angry neighbors. Jeg forstår ikke, hvorfor vi skal være stille, David. Hvad? Vi må godt snakke her. Okay, I'll try again then. Get us away with these guys. These are not paid actors. Real Danish people having lunch. Food halls? No, it's not a food hall, but you go in there and try. Just go in and say, I want a piece of your lunch. I heard good things about your lunch. I like that. Yeah, try. Copenhagen. Yeah, we're coming to it now. Yeah. Yeah, after these trees, I want to talk about this, and I want to answer her question, and then we'll be there. So, okay. Someone from there. wildlife.
Tới Denmark
So,
rồi.
Sort of Mississippi swamps. So these are known as the cannonball sheds. The cannonball sheds, and they were placed here during the Napoleon War. It was England versus France. The Danes did not want to be part of this war. We want to stay neutral because we could earn a lot of money being a neutral. But eventually we got pushed into the war, so we had to pick a side. So we picked the French. Bad decision because suddenly we had the British on our neck. They came here in 1807, the British, with their warships and told us, hand over your ships. We said no. Then they bombed us for 3 days until we surrendered, and they took our ships. This is the short version. And then we built these cannonball ships you see here today, guys, and installed small rowing boats with cannons on that we could pull out in case the British Navy would return. Today, guys, a lot of these cannonball ships, if you look through it, they're now office buildings and clothes shops. You see that? So if the British Navy should ever return, we can always throw a paperclip after them. Here, guys, on your right side, we have Amager Hill. That is one of the most modern incinerators in the world. It burns up to 600,000 tons of garbage a year, which turns into electricity and heating for a lot of houses and apartments in Copenhagen. And if you're not impressed by that, there's also a ski slope on top of the roof.
Wow.
Switzerland, you're not the only mountain. We have a mountain right there, and there's also a climbing wall upstairs, and there's also a bar on top. Okay, so the food halls, I will tell you what the food halls is. You had a question, ma'am?
I just want to know about Danish royalty. Do you still have king and queen?
We do, and we're gonna visit them in 5 minutes. Oh sure, we're gonna visit the royal family's palace. The little girl, you had a question?
Do you have another question?
Yeah.
Question?
Can we see the queen and queen?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I'll do some phone calls. Guys, here comes the bridge. Watch out. On your left side, guys, we have the smallest hotel in Copenhagen, known as the Kai Hotel. It fits up to only 4 people. Now and again, when I see people on the balcony, I can't help but ask them, how much it costs to book it? How much it costs to book it? And they all say the same thing, too much. Or you can also just yell, King, King, come out. We're not afraid of you. Yeah, he'll come out.
Hey, come out!
That's the way. And if he doesn't appear, that's because he hates kids. That must be the conclusion. Okay. He loves kids. Not in a sense. So guys, coming up on your right side, we have the F-352 frigate ship, the grey one, which was part of the naval defense during the Cold War. Well, one day it accidentally shot off a missile by mistake. Please don't judge. You're judging.
I'm judging!
In 1982, there was a missile expert on board the boat. His name was Henning Godfred Olsen. He knew as long as the master key was in the captain's office, nothing could go wrong. As he was testing out the missile system, he started to punch in some numbers on the keypad. Beep, 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 beep. And then he pushed the fire button, beep. And then suddenly the missile took off anyway. 100 kilo of pure anger left that ship that day, skyrocketed through the clouds and landed in a summer house area up in North Zealand, where it continued to unleash its full potential and destroyed 4 summer houses. For the kids. Luckily, there were no one home in 1982, so no one died, no one got injured, but it was still such a huge embarrassment for the Danish Navy that they promised to compensate anyone who had a wrecked summer house. And if I know the Danish people correctly, they took this offer quite seriously. I seem to have a broken washing machine at home. I do believe it's the missile. Classic, huh?
Hello. I got it.
Okay. No, you can stand up. There's no bridges here. Maybe an invisible bridge.